remind me what year it was that you briefly hosted a sports talk radio show here in town?
Probably, yeah, like
05, 06.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
I remember. So, approximately. You quit on the air.
Yeah.
Pretty much everybody I know has just dreamed of that kind of moment where like they can just take this job and shove it kind of thing. Just quit their job in the spur of the moment. What's your best advice on how to do that, seeing as you've actually done it?
To quit? Well,
just quit in the...
Well, whatever you got, it's an apron, whatever, a spoon, a spatula, or maybe...
A microphone in your case.
You drop it and you just say, everybody, it's been great. And, have a good time. Bye-bye. And then shuffle out. I mean, I hadn't planned that.
It was just...
Our ratings were going up as me and Doug Buffone and Mike Muller.
Jay Hood, I thought, or was he?
Who?
Wasn't Jonathan Hood?
Well, it started with Hood, but then Mitch Rosen had mixed things up. And I've talked to Mitch since. He wasn't real happy. He was driving his car when he heard it. And he says to this day he almost drove off the road and crashed.
Yeah.
I don't know. To this day I can't fully explain it, but I know. Listen, I was writing 4 columns a week for the Sun-Times. I had 4 kids. I was doing this radio show where I had to be there. I had to get on the, I want to say 10:20 train.
From Lake Forest, so kind of a long commute.
Huh? Yeah, and I had to get up by to read the newspaper and stuff. Get up by 8:30 or whatever. I'd do that. I'd go there. We were on from 2 to 6:30, I think. Get done with that. I'd write a column. I would go have a martini or whatever, or something, or a salad downstairs there at the, I can't even remember what the place, or across the street. And I'd get on the train, get home at midnight, and I'd do it again. And then on weekends I was traveling.
Yeah.
And then the main thing was my son was just starting to play. I was going to miss all of his 8th grade or 9th grade football games or something. And I'm thinking, what am I doing?
Right.
I was making a ton of money, Brad. We do care about money. I was, it's like, but for what?
Right.
And it just all of a sudden it hit me, and we were doing well. Our ratings had come out. Everything was good. Everybody was happy. And I remember when I said it, there were guys that came to the window, like the producers and stuff, and they're like, as I'm saying this, by the fade out music, it's like Springsteen or something. And Mully actually had tears.
What did you say exactly? Do you remember?
I don't really remember. I think it was something like, it's been great. I love you guys, and the show's been fun. But I think this is my last one, and I had it. Somebody said, "What do you mean?" On air.
I mean, they must have thought you were joking. I would have thought you were joking.
I'm sure they did.
Yeah.
But I wasn't, and
you had a contract.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they kept. I mean, you're going to sue somebody to come back on air?
Right. That's like trying to sue to keep.
You know how radio people always get fired.
Right.
That's one thing that's known, and you always end up getting screwed.
Very cutthroat industry, yes.
I was a little preemptive, that's all.
Good on you. So your advice is basically take your apron, take your spatula, whatever, throw it down.
What was that guy's name? Who wrote that? Who did that song? Take this job and show.
Yeah, Johnny Paycheck.
Johnny Paycheck.
Which is kind of ironic that his name was Paycheck. And
not ironic at all. It's very precise.